room's an absolute mess and I am avoiding cleaning it by doing my makeup. I've been meaning to film a video specifically about doing makeup that's good for brown eyes. My plans for today are going with my friend into Toronto, walk around a bit, window shop, all that good stuff, and then later in the evening meeting up with some other friends of ours for drinks. So I don't want to make it too nighttime. I'm gonna do like a daytime brown eyes look, and hopefully that makes sense and is what you want to see. I just prime my face with moisturizer. I don't really use primers because unless you're like actually treating something like redness, use a green primer, oil control, something like that. I don't think primers are really worth your money. I think the best primer is just good skincare. So start with a really good moisturizer, then I'm actually priming my eyes, which I believe eye primer is worth it. I get really creasy eyelids. I get very creasy eyelids, and I find this helps and also gives a really good wash, a good base. That was the Rare Beauty one. I'm loving the fall weather, but it's just such a small window in Canada. Really, really beautiful colors for like 2 weeks from all the trees turning, and then you blink and it's gone. Okay, I'm using a Rare Beauty brush to blend that a bit. I like using a color corrector, and I think it's also really worth your buck if you feel like you have discoloration. Smoothing out your base and getting as even as you can means you don't need to use as much concealer, and often you don't need to use as much foundation. That's why I like them. I mean, you can see like I still do have discoloration. It's not like it's completely gone. It makes a big difference. This is actually a concealer. This is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener, and it's in the shade Deep Melon 08. But any like peachy undertone, at least if you're my skin tone, would work just fine. I'm using a bit of my favorite foundation, the Makeup Forever HD Skin. This is 22N, sorry. This is 2N22, and I'm just doing a tiny bit, taking this really good Saie Beauty brush to blend it out. I also have a mirror right beside the camera, so if I'm looking that way, that is why. Some makeup brands I think that are really killing it right now are Saie Beauty. Their branding is really cute. It speaks to millennial, also Gen Z. It's like well priced for clean beauty. And yeah, I just think they're doing a really, really good job in releasing meaningful products, like not just products to be trendy just to be trendy. I can never not use this. This is Patrick Ta, another brand I think that's killing it right now. I'm gonna use the same brush in the bronzer cream contour duo, and she's sculpted. So I'm gonna take the cream side and sculpt my face a bit. I haven't seen a lot from the Rare Beauty brand in a while that's like really, I don't want to say impressed me because it's not like I get sent stuff and like try a bunch of stuff all the time, but nothing from the Rare Beauty brand in a while has like wowed me in terms of that's a very cool launch, or like, oh, I have to try that. I don't know, maybe they're gearing up to launch something really great, but I feel like it's been pretty quiet from their side for a bit. I think they've recently launched like powders, which looks cute, but I don't know, nothing like has really been speaking to me. Same with Charlotte Tilbury. I feel like it's the same. They always launch like a holiday eyeshadow palette every holiday season. Kind of getting old. I'm using my Haus Labs concealer in the shade 21 Light Medium Neutral. This concealer is really, really good. This Nars one used to be like my holy grail, the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer. And I still love it, but this Haus Labs one is a bit more coverage and it does not crease as bad, which, as I mentioned, your girl has some issues with creasing around the eye area. So I'm just putting a little bit there. Has anyone tried the Fenty hair, like Rihanna's new hairline? I can't tell if it's quality or she's just kind of like expanding her product line because she can. I need a new curl cream, and I wanted to repurchase my trusty Way one because I love that one, but I also love trying new things, so I saw they had a curl cream and I'm intrigued. I'm going to bronze a bit further with this Saie Dewy Bronze in the shade Swim. These are so cute, this packaging. I love this brand. So I'm going to put a little bit here to bring a bit of warmth to my skin. I have lately been feeling like my Instagram game has been really weak. I remember in high school, Instagram, like it was important, I guess, or at least my maturity level was like, it's important that I get good photos for my Instagram. That's where I was. And so my Instagram kind of slapped from back then, back in the day, for the time. I don't know if it measures up now. The standard now has gone up. Back in the day, I knew what I was doing. And then as I got more mature and, you know, cared less about what people thought and just kind of living my life, being more in the moment, I've posted less vanity shots that are more staged and more, look at this cool place I'm in, my friends, family kind of thing. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on my eyelids. Anyway, all this to say, I feel like lately I've just been kind of in a slump about how I look. I don't know if that's the right way to word it, but I just feel like kind of just meh about myself. And obviously being on social media doesn't help to see all these beautiful people posting. I just feel like my Instagram game is weak, and I've let that thought just kind of like creep in and make me feel insecure, even though I know it's like stupid and pathetic. But I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels that way. So when I go out tonight, in my head, I'm like, I need to get a photo for Instagram. I'm not an influencer. I'm not, like, it's not my job. So I don't want to say it's an embarrassing thought, because I've honestly had that thought many times. So I've gone out where I'm looking cute. I'm like, oh, I need to get like proof that I looked cute today. I need to get some shots. And then it's always weighing on the back of your head when you're out and you're supposed to be enjoying yourself. And you're like, oh, like, what's gonna make a cute photo? And 90% of the time, luckily, I'm like so much enjoying myself and my company that I just forget about it. And it's not till the next day where I'm like, oh, I didn't get that photo I wanted. That's been kind of a pattern for me, where I'm always like, oh, I feel like I should be getting content, quote unquote. It's so annoying. But I'm enjoying myself and I'm being present, and who gives a fuck when you're in the moment. But yeah, I'm just sharing because that's kind of how I'm feeling right now. Of like, oh, I need to get, like, I'm gonna have a cute outfit on when I go out, and then in the evening I'll get a cute foot picture with my friends. I just hate how mechanical it all is now. It's like a game, it's like a bad game that you feel guilty for not participating in. Anyway, that's why I typically do the detoxes when I do, because I feel it lets me step back from that weird simulation where nothing is truly real and everything's staged. Blech. Anyway, this is Patrick Ta in the shade She's That Girl. It's their cream and powder duo. These are really great value. If you are gonna get a blush, would recommend. Longevity of your blush will be strengthened if you set cream with powder. So if you have like a big event or you want it to last all day, layer your makeup in that way to really set in those creams. I never can tell when I'm filming these in the viewfinder if you're actually seeing the color, but this is my base so far. I'm going to go back into the Patrick Ta bronzing one and take the bronzer powder. I think I've spoken about Substack, which is like a new platform that was introduced to me, where it's like a blend of Pinterest and Tumblr and Medium, because you can self-publish your own articles or whatever kind of content you create. It's awesome. It's just like a very fun community to be on. On Substack, you're not really getting advertised anything from a business. There's no motive, secondary motive in that sense, and it feels awesome. Please don't let companies on here like how Instagram and Facebook and all those platforms have business accounts and cater to optimizing ads to you. It's just a peaceful online place. You don't want to necessarily like get off social medias, but you just want a healthier space and a healthier community. I'd recommend Substack. I have all 3 subscribers and it's kind of nice. So I just set my face with powder side, and then I'm going to take a bit of my Rare Beauty highlighter. This is the shade Miss Mercury. Oh, I think I forgot to set my under eyes. I've been gabbing too much. Make sure there's no creases, but with that Haus Labs concealer, there rarely is. I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury powder. It's like the goat powder. The lighting is so shite, I'm so sorry. I didn't really figure out my lighting situation if I'm gonna keep posting makeup videos. Oh man. I'm just setting the rest of my face with a bigger brush. I got this palette probably like this time last year. It's from Nars. It's called the Afterglow Irresistible Eyeshadow Palette. And in true Nars fashion, every shade name is something uncomfortably sexual, but it's really pretty. And I think all of these shades are really, really nice for brown eyes. I'm gonna start with this kind of like terracotta-y color, add a little bit more here on the outer edge. Why did I say it like that? Outer edge. On the outer edge. And just keep blending in like that V shape. And if you think you've added too much, just keep blending. It'll solve all your problems. I'm gonna do a similar thing to the lower lash line. I think the key for making brown eyes pop is that the lower lash line, you need to also like balance it with your lid. That's what really makes your eyes pop, what you do with the lower lash line. Taking that same terracotta color, lining the outside, not really going in. I'm gonna take this color, again kind of in the orangey family, but it has a nice shimmer to it. So that's again like a good base to the eyeshadow, but I'm gonna take one of the lighter colors here, oops, one of these two, maybe a mix, and just put it in the center and just like up and down like that. I'm really, really good at explaining things. And then blend it a bit. Similarly, with whatever's left on your finger, I would do a dot just underneath your eye, right on the lash line. And I think that just kind of looks pretty. I don't know if it makes my eyes pop, but I like just connecting the two, top and bottom. And ever so slightly take the brown shadow and line the top lash line. And very slightly the bottom, only very on the outer side. Takes great patience, great skill. And then I kind of just like smoke the liner out. You start with stamping it on and then you just smoke it. There really is no better feeling than taking your time to do makeup. What a freaking joy. Can't tell if I like it or not, truthfully. I love how I'm giving a full-on tutorial on something as if I like it. Nude liner in your waterline helps make any eye color pop, especially so when you put that darker color at the lower lash line already. Okay, my camera's screaming at me. I have to change the battery. Hold on. Okay, hi, I'm back and I'm facing a different direction so you can see my eyes so far. Subtle shimmer, bit of like an orangey terracotta brown, very warm, and then I think my eyes pop with what I did around the lower lash line with the nude liner. Again, back in. Oh, I got sparkles on my face. Let's wipe that away. I'm gonna do a bit of this lightest color right in my inner corner. I think that's pretty. And then I'm gonna brush up my brows, which usually was one of my first steps, but I always get disoriented when filming makeup videos because very rarely do you need to explain yourself and have things to talk about as you do your makeup. I don't usually touch my eyebrows, so I probably won't today. Sometimes I'll fill in like this front gap, but I kind of actually, I kind of actually like the sparseness in a way if you're doing a more daytime look. So I'm gonna keep it. Mascara time. Oh, there's the sun, now overexposed. Don't forget the lash line. I just like do it attached on the lash line because I don't like it too spiry. Cute, okay. Getting somewhere. Lips. Arguably the best part. I'm gonna take my trusty and crusty liner Spice by MAC. These are, I swear, just the best lip pencils. This has been in my life for so long and it feels like it'll never run out. I've been really obsessed with this lip tint from the brand rom&nd, ? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's their juicy lasting tint and it's in the shade 37 Mellow Pear, Korean brand, and it's like the best color. Smells like fruit. I haven't really dabbled in lip tints before, but this one is just hydrating, great payoff of color, lasts forever. So I'm obsessed with it and I think it's only like $12. It's just a really beautiful nude, like a great everyday color. Love her. What I learned recently on Instagram, this one by e.l.f. is like the traditional, this kind of nozzle setting spray. As a makeup artist was saying, these ones are meant to just like make your makeup melt better together. This, which is Patrick Starr's mattifying waterproof setting spray, is in an aerosol, and these aerosol ones are the ones that actually make it last longer. Like they're kind of more like glue for your makeup. Anyway, thought I'd pass along the message, but that's apparently how they're supposed to be used. I'm gonna actually do both. If I were to pick one, I'd probably just do the one that lasts all day. If you're blending your makeup well enough, I feel like you don't really need this guy, but to each their own. This one definitely smells like it's bad for you though. A million hours later, I'm finally done. This is the look. I love the lip color. It makes my lips so hydrated looking. I just haven't seen lip tints look so hydrating before. This is as good as she's getting. Thank you so much for watching. Let me know if you want to see more. And yeah, hope you enjoy the beautiful fall weather. Bye!